Hello, let's go on a Sudoku adventure. What is this? Well, you might remember the advent of Sudoku from this past December. It was a pack of 25 6x6s and one 9x9 created by Kinnison, and it was a great introduction to variant Sudoku, as well as very fun for people who were already familiar with Sudoku. So it was a really nice bite-sized puzzles could be done if you knew what you were doing, could be done in 3 minutes to 5 minutes usually, and usually had some nice interesting bit of logic to go with it. And I really enjoyed the series. I think you guys enjoyed it as well. I'm trying to keep this intro brief so that it's a short video, but it is the first video, so I need to introduce Adventure. And so what I did is I reached out to Skunkworks, which is a Discord community of great Sudoku setters. They just love setting Sudoku. So I reached out and I asked them if they wanted to set puzzles for a continuation of the Advent of Sudoku series so that, I can keep providing you essentially unlimited Sudoku puzzles. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do it every day. I just don't have time to add another video to my docket every day, but I can probably do 2 or 3 a week at least. I'm going to see what cadence works well for me and for you guys, and how much you're enjoying these. So the more likes the video gets, the more views it gets, share it with your friends, get them into Sudoku. The more people who watch the series, the more inclined I'll be to do these more frequently. But I will try to make it a multiple times a week series. And I would definitely thank you to Skunkworks for providing these puzzles. I already have a nice backlog of puzzles to go through. And so I feel confident starting the series now, and I will not run out of puzzles anytime soon as long as there's interest. So I definitely recommend at least watching the first video of the Advent of Sudoku. I will link it up in the corner. You know where to look. I'll put it in the description as well. If you are brand new to Sudoku, start there. Maybe go through Advent of Sudoku if you want first. But this is a pretty decent intro puzzle as well, I believe. In fact, all the puzzles, we're going to try to have a consistent difficulty so that, you can just jump in anywhere. But if you want to learn the Sudoku rules and what all of that's about, check out Advent of Sudoku first video, and then we'll go from there. I explain everything. So let's get started on this puzzle, the very first puzzle of our Sudoku adventure. And this is called Which Way? It's by riffclown. We have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, so we're placing the digits 1 through 6 in every row, column, and 2x3 box. And we also have normal palindrome rules. So the way palindromes work is they read the same forwards and backwards. So whatever digits I fill here, the example is 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. So let's do this one, 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Let's say that were the answer to this palindrome. Then you can see it reads the same forwards and backwards. No matter which way you start, it is a palindrome. It is exactly the same when you read it, 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. So of course, as long as you are repeating the digits, these two the same, that will end up true. All right, so go ahead and give the puzzle a try yourself. Again, it shouldn't take you too long. The link is in the description. And I'm going to get started right now. I'm going to hit restart so I know what my time is. And let's see here. So often a good place to start is to pencil all the palindromes, but I think I'm going to look at geometry first because I think that's usually in 6x6s, there's often good geometry, and I'm seeing these givens seem to be fairly strategically placed. So let's see what that brings us. Okay, so I got the ones, sorry, I should explain what I'm doing. This one looks over. Ones are limited to these two. That's what I use corner marks for. If you see me use corner marks, that means the digit is limited within the box to those cells, and the 6 is the same here. The 6 looks over, so 6 is limited to these two. If you're familiar with the roping argument that I explained in the first video of Advent of Sudoku, again, the 6 has to be down here because we are always roped in 6x6s. So how about 6 in this box? Actually, yeah, that's good. So 6 looks up here and it sees these two cells, which are the same as these two cells. So 6 actually has to be in one of these two. So I'll mark that, but actually, if we look, this is repeated here, and this can't be a 6 because the 6 looks up here. So this actually can't be a 6, so there's only one place for 6 in the whole box, which is right there. Let's see, what else could we do? This 2 looks over, 2's in one of these two. Whoops. Let's use the correct marking, 2 corner marks there. Okay, let's, what looks restricted? Oh, I did place the 6. This looks fairly restricted. So what can this be? This can be a 1. It looks like it can be a 2. It sees this 3. It could be a 4. This, its clone over here sees the 5. And it now sees this 6. So, oh, right, okay. Sorry, I should have seen that earlier, but this cell can't be 6. If we look, it can only be 1, 2, or 4. Because this 6 sees here, which is also here, right? So this is a 6. And let's see, can we do more with 6s? The 6 sees over. 6 is in one of these two. Do we know where 6 is in this box? No, it's just these two. Ah, I'm seeing something interesting. So wherever 2 is in one of these two spots, wherever it is, it's going to see one of these two palindromic clones. So if the 2 is here, this isn't a 2. If the 2 is here, this isn't a 2, but these are the same value. So you can't put a 2 in either of these. Another way to think about that is if this was a 2, there's nowhere for 2 in this whole box. However you want to think about that. Can I eliminate the 1 or the 4? That would be nice. I'm not seeing it. Okay, well, let's look at another clone. Let's look at this one. So can't be 1, can't be 2, could be 3. Looks like it could be 4. Or 5, but it does see the 6 here and the 6 here. So 3, 4, or 5 looks right to me. There's this one as well. So it can't be a 1, could be 2, can't be 3, can't be 4. Ooh, it can't be 5 through the box and can't be 6 through the column. This is only 2. So 2 goes in one of those two. So maybe I didn't need this logic, but it was fun anyway, because these were just 2s. And so then that places this 2, because these 2s see down. This 2 sees over, that 2 sees down. So there's a 2 in one of these two. All right, there's 3 left in this box. I'm going to mark that. That's 3, 4, and 6. This can't be 3. This can't be 6. Through these two. I have a couple more palindromes to mark, so let's take a look at that. So these, let's see, where's the last 2? That's a good question. Oh yeah, the last 2s are here. Ah, there we go. So we can finish the 2s because this palindrome goes here, and that can't be a 2. So the 2s end up going like this, and 2s are done now. That's probably helpful. So what goes here? Let's just fill this box. We need 1, 3, and 5. That means this is 1, 3, or 5, but it can't be 5, so 5s aren't there. So 5 is in one of these two, which looks up, so 5's in one of these two. There's a triple left here, 1, 3, and 5. This can't be 3, so this is 1 or 5. This is 3 or 5. Okay, so nothing resolved there yet. Ah, okay, so what would happen if one of these was a 1? If one of these was a 1, let's say this one, it eliminates 1 through the column here in this box. Where does 1 go? Right, this one looks over, so 1's in only one of these two that we marked. It eliminates this one, but it also eliminates it from this palindrome, making it a 3, and now there's nowhere for 1 in the whole box. So we cannot do that, and that's the same exact thing will happen here. It eliminates the same exact digits. So these can't be 1s, meaning this is a 1, meaning this is a 1, meaning we have our 5 and 3 resolved. That's really cool. riffclown did a great job on this. I'm actually enjoying this puzzle a lot. 4, 5, 6, but can't be 5. So the 5 goes here in the row, and this is 4 or 6. This is also 4 or 6. So this should be a single 1. That makes this the only place for 1 in the box. And we should be able to place the 3 here. This is a 4. The 3 is there, so these are 5s. This is a 4, so that makes that a 5. Ah, I didn't transfer that over from the palindrome. That's okay, we got it. This is a 4, 6, 6, 4, 6, 4, and 3. All right, 7 minutes. I think with some explaining, that's reasonable. I think we're right around the 3 to 5 minute target if I wasn't explaining step by step. So I think that's good. And thank you, riffclown, for putting in the very interesting logic. So we had the 2s here, which I think could have been subverted by seeing that these could only be 2. But I still really enjoyed the 2s here, seeing these two. And then I think we actually did need to use this, where the 1s are in one of these two, which means they couldn't be here. That's really cool. Clones can do, and again, I'm saying clone because it's basically the same thing as what palindromes do. But basically, in general, when you have cells that must be the same as each other, which we call clones, they add some really interesting geometry to the grid and some kind of mind-bending eliminations. So I really enjoy that. And so thank you, riffclown, for demonstrating that the power of clones in this puzzle. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And of course, if you want to make sure you know about every Sudoku Adventure puzzle that's posted, definitely subscribe, and you can ring the bell to get notifications when I post new videos. And of course, give a like to the video so that YouTube knows you like it and it'll recommend more. If you enjoyed this and you haven't done the Advent of Sudoku, even though it's not Christmas anymore, you definitely can still go back and do that pack. I think you'll enjoy it. And of course, until next time, enjoy your Sudoku adventure.